Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at who loves being in your company. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. For each of the piles, we have different piles here with different crystals, different tarot decks. So choose whichever one you are most drawn to. So for pile number 1, we have Malachite Chrysacolla for the crystal. And then we have the Light Seers tarot deck. For pile number 2, we have this Golden Cat's Eye Heart and the Chrysalis tarot. And for pile number 3, we have Goldstone and the Crystal Magic tarot. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to look at the piles and see which one you're most drawn to. So as I said before, pick whichever pile you're most drawn to, which one is calling out to your soul the most. And whichever one is, that is going to be your pile for today. But of course, if you are drawn to more than one pile, you're more than welcome to see which ones, resonate. Maybe there are more messages there for you. Once you are done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number 1s. If you chose this Malachite Chrysacolla crystal and the Light Seers Tarot, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at who loves being around you in your company. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. We're going to use the tarot deck that you chose in a moment, but I just want to get one oracle card from the oracle deck that we're going to be using. So we're going to be using the Astral Realms Oracle deck and just get one card for you to start off the reading. So Spirit Guides on my pile number 1s. Who loves being around my pile number 1s and in their company? Who loves being around my pile number 1s and in their company? So multiple people could come through, or one specific person could come through, just depending on the information here. So I actually feel these two want to come out. So the first card we have is Opal. It says the North Node and expansion. This is card number 27. This is beautiful. And then the second card we have here, I have no idea how to say this, but I'll try. Apophyllite, Jupiter, and Curiosity, card number 26. So interesting. Now let's take a look at the tarot cards that you chose. So at the back of the deck, we have Larimar with Neptune in perspective. So when I shuffled your cards to get the energies of your pile, we had the Lovers show up. So it doesn't necessarily always have to be romantic, but it could be. If you are, hoping that it is a romantic situation, lover, someone you're crushing on, that could be your confirmation, but it could also just be someone who loves you dearly, okay? So let's go ahead and shuffle your cards. So Spirit Guides on my pile number 1s. And these cards are all new. As you can see, if you're new to my channel, you probably won't know, but if you're, regularly here, these are new cards. So I'm very excited to use them and see what messages I can get from these. So Spirit Guides on my pile number 1s. Who loves being around them and in their company? Okay, we have the 5 of Wands showing up first. I don't know why I wanted to say in the reverse, so maybe Spirit wants me to use upright and reversal meanings for this card. We have the Sun card. Very vibrant. We have the Moon card, so the Sun and the Moon, very interesting. We have the star card. The sun, moon, the star. There's all this celestial energy going on in this pile. And remember at the back of the deck, we had Neptune. And by the way, this is not part of the reading, but I love this oracle deck. You know why? Because I really wanted an astrology oracle deck, and I didn't expect this to have astrology with it. So it's going to be very cool to read that. Ooh. So we have the Two of Pentacles. Being very drawn to the polarity between these. Like how this one is kind of like white, this one's red. So maybe you two have differences, or you and these people, whoever likes being in your company, has like differences to each other that can sometimes clash a little bit with the Five of Wands, but they also feel like this opposing energy balances them out, teaches them a new perspective with the North Node that they have, that they're not necessarily, I wouldn't say comfortable with, but more so used to. They're not necessarily used to it. Okay? Because the North Node is what we see as our destiny in astrology. I'll explain more about what I see here, but it's like the energy we are meant to step into this lifetime that we aren't necessarily comfortable with, or we're not really familiar with it. Familiar is the word to use. It's outside of our comfort zone, right? But it provides us the most growth within this lifetime. It provides the most growth because we're stepping outside our comfort zone. So whoever this is, it could be someone very different to you in some way. However, they feel like you balance them out, and they feel like these opposing forces of you being so different can sometimes create clashes, but then also at the same time, they feel like there's something to learn from you. There's a curiosity here into you and the way your mind works and the way your psyche works. But there's also a feeling of, I'm learning from you and I'm opening up my heart with the Ace of Cups. Even though we have our differences, I'm opening up our heart and I'm learning to love the differences and learn from them. So this is going to be a person or people in your life where there are opposing energies. The Ten of Swords. The Three of Swords. So heart healing. Opening up your heart after heartbreak. This person could have been heartbroken before, and they could be opening up their hearts after being hurt so much before, where there's a little bit of a feeling of trust issues. We have the Four of Swords. We have the Six of Swords. Just want to put this here because I feel these extra cards wanted to come out. The Five of Swords. We have two extra special cards for after I read your cards and depict everything here. At the back of the deck, we have the Seven of Cups. So Seven of Cups, let me know, could be many different people in your life that I talk about here. So if I talk about specific traits I see and they make you think of this person, and then the other trait I see makes you think of another person, just, you know, take it as both those people or all those people are thinking about you and like being around you in your company. Okay, so my pile number ones, what I'm really getting here with the Five of Wands showing up first in your reading. There could also be people that are in competition with you, that are like secretly in competition with you, that also enjoy spending time with you. Or this could be people that are a little bit competitive in nature. Like, let's say, you know, for example, a coworker, and let's say you're both in competition with each other because you're both working at a place, and let's say example of this energy is like you're both wanting to get commission on the same things and sell a product. Let's say you work in sales, for example. The example doesn't have to resonate, but this is the energy I see. And it's like you both maybe do enjoy spending time with each other, but at the same time there needs to be a little bit of competitiveness and rivalry in order to really get further ahead. It's like that type of energy. Or let's say someone that is a competitor to you in business, in school, in a particular thing you do or thing you have a talent at. Like, I'm feeling career energies here, so that could be significant for some of you, for a person I see here or people I see here. And I'm seeing even people that are in competition with you, where you're not necessarily in competition with them, because you're very different to each other and you bring very different things to the table, and you're both useful in your own way. And it's kind of like Spirit is showing me a pizza, and let's say each slice has different flavors on it, different toppings on it. It's not necessarily that the one topping is going to take away from the other slice of pizza, because maybe someone tries it and enjoys both of them. Do you get what I mean? So with the sun and the moon and the star, I'm getting like this vibe of like, let's say, for example, you're the sun or you're the moon. And then the other person's, let's just say, for example, you're the moon. Let's say that, for example, the other person's the sun. You bring two different purposes to the table, but the moon shines brightly in the sky as well as the sun. It doesn't take away each other's light, as well as the stars. You know, the stars are going to shine, and the sun's going to shine, the moon's going to shine. They all have their own time and place to shine in their own vibrant way. And they all bring something completely different to the table. So there is no really use to even put them in competition with each other. So I'm even getting like people that are in competition with you, where you're not in competition with them, where they still like and enjoy your company because you bring an opposing force that is completely different, where maybe they're also learning to get more curious towards expanding and growing in their talent or gift or whatever it is they do, where they are in competition with you, but at the same time they enjoy watching you, they enjoy following you, I'm hearing, and they enjoy learning from you, you know, getting curious to how you expanded and then learning from you. So since we saw the lovers come up first, like when we shuffled the deck, I'm also getting with the Five of Wands and the lovers, like this could be people or a person you had love-hate relationships with, where it's like, I'm hearing that song, I hate you, I love you. I hate that I love you, something like that. So there could be a sort of karmic feel to this, or a feeling of like play fighting together, or being sort of like the polar opposites of each other, but still strengthening each other and still helping each other expand and grow in different ways to each other. With the North Node, I see it as you're not only teaching each other, like I see Saturn energy, even though there's no Saturn here. I see Saturn energy where we're learning lessons, but these lessons aren't harsh lessons. They're actually putting us within the North Node, helping us expand, helping us go towards where we are actually meant to be. Teaching us maybe something we haven't necessarily learned yet. It feels very new to us. It feels very much like we've never really experienced a type of connection like this. And with the North Node, I feel like also fated connections, you know, soulmate connections, people you may have had South Node energies with, past life energies with, or people that are like new soul contracts. I'm seeing like new soul contracts where you maybe necessarily haven't while you haven't necessarily had past lives with them, but your souls chose to incarnate together in this lifetime, and it feels very new to the both of you. Does that make sense? So I'm seeing connections like that in your life. But I'm also seeing connections where it doesn't necessarily feel like we're always fighting or we're always in competition or always, aggressive and trying to have power dynamics over each other. There could be an energy here like that, but I feel it's also this type of energy where we we kind of are like so different that we're maybe not meaning to, how do I put this in words, Spirit? Okay, so Spirit is showing me an example of a dog and a cat. And let's say these dogs and cats grew up together. This dog and cat. Let's say I got this dog and a cat. I got a kitty and a puppy, and I brought them up together from a young age so that they'd learn to be together. But now sometimes the cat is meowing and the dog doesn't understand why the cat is meowing because the dog barks. And maybe the dog is running around in circles, and the cat looks at the dog and doesn't understand why he's running around in circles. And the cat jumps up on the roof and walks around and still lands on its feet, but then it sees the dog can't do that, and the cat's like, why is this dog not jumping on the roof? And then, like, let's say it's like that type of energy where first the cat's like, why they're not doing that? It's weird. Like, why are they not doing that? Because they're not acting like me. And then the dog is also looking at the cat in the same way, like, why are you not acting like me? Like, you're completely different than me. And then they're so different to each other that they don't necessarily understand each other or understand each other's way of thinking. But then later on, they kind of get curious, like, oh, I wonder why the dog runs around in a circle like that. Then maybe the cat joins in on the dog and runs around in a circle and then actually enjoys it, or let's say the dog can't necessarily climb on the roof, but he tries to with the cat. It feels like that energy, like we're so different from each other, we don't necessarily understand each other. It reminds me of that song from Janae Aiko called Space Jam, where she's like, talking about a man that is so different than her, like he's an alien and she's from Earth, but he says to her, like, we're so different, how can we make this work? But then she's like, yes, we're different. Um, we're from two different worlds, but we can make another world. We can create our own world where we can blend together. So I feel like, as much as the moon can't necessarily always be out when the sun is out, at some point during the day, they do merge together in some sense. Does that make sense? I don't know how exactly scientifically, but there are some days where, like, let's say you wake up in the morning and it's the early morning and you see the sun out, but then the moon out at the same time. And it kind of feels like that energy, like you're just so different from each other, but you're learning from each other and growing from each other. And it feels very much like outside of our comfort zone, but it feels like we're being pushed into a thing outside of our comfort zone. Just like here we see in the moon, she's underwater, and in the sun, she's out in the sun. And it kind of feels like we're used to being on land, but maybe we're being pushed in the water and being forced to learn how to breathe underwater. And the person underwater that knows how to breathe on the water is being pushed on land to learn how to breathe on land. Does that make sense? So I see a storyline like that very strongly. Like, I see this energy very strongly in your reading. Okay? Okay, so this could also be someone that could try to avoid conflict, could be a little bit rebellious. I'm seeing someone that you may also like argue with a little bit over silly things, but you're learning from that. You're getting curious towards that on how we can expand and create a healthy connection with each other with the Ace of Cups. How we can pour our hearts into each other in a way that doesn't hurt the both of us. I'm now hearing the song Take Care as I look at the Three of Swords and the Ace of Cups. So this may be someone that was heartbroken, or you could be the heartbroken one where they want to take care of your broken heart and nurture your broken heart. And pour love into your broken heart. So I once saw a vision of, in Japan, how they take broken pottery and they fill it with liquid gold to put it together to show kind of like a depiction of how something that was once considered broken can be put back together, but not only put back together, can be made into something even more valuable. And I'm seeing that like with your heart, like there's cracks in your heart, and this person is pouring love into your heart, and it's like liquid gold, or vice versa, you to them. And I feel the energies of like heart healing through pouring love into one another. It could also be both of you. Maybe both of you have also experienced and transitioned away from that pain, but that pain is still there in your heart, Like we see different stitches here. It's not like it just heals instantly. It takes time to heal. Healing takes time. And what I feel here, it's like that type of energy of the way we're giving love to each other. We're choosing love in moments where we can maybe fight, and in moments where we could break each other's hearts even more, but we're choosing to take each other's hearts gently, even in moments of anger, even in moments of pain, when we don't feel like we can open up our heart. And we're choosing to open up our heart and pour that love into each other, but most importantly, pour that love into ourselves so that we can overflow onto one another in a healthy way, so that we're not relying on each other too much, because the sun doesn't necessarily rely on the moon. It does its thing during the day, but maybe at some point they meet up and they kiss. But it's like, even I'm seeing like a faint rainbow here. It's like the rainbow after the storm. That's what this connection feels like for some of you, or this person feels like the rainbow after the storm, or you feel like that to them. And with the Five of Swords, I'm getting either someone that has betrayed you is kind of like missing you. I'm getting another energy here, like someone that has betrayed you, and like maybe you transitioned away from that. Even they enjoyed spending time with you because even they learned something from you, because it's like, I feel with the moon, I feel like you maybe felt it really deeply in your heart for them. But maybe for them with the sun, it was more lighthearted and more fun, being around you, but maybe you felt deeper into that. But maybe they couldn't meet those emotional depths of yours. And maybe they weren't, emotionally mature enough to meet that. So there was some kind of conflict here, or some kind of tear in the connection where you transitioned and moved away from them. So I'm seeing even them, they still think back to your connection with the Ten of Swords and how much peace it brought them. I'm also seeing an energy here of, now that we've gone away from this betrayal and we've transitioned away from it, we're trying not to sleep with one eye open anymore. We're trying not to carry this in our mind anymore of like, this was what I went through, and not have like this self-fulfilling prophecy where it's like, we're always going to experience this because this is what happened to us. With Jupiter here, it's like maybe we are retraining our mind, and all the swords cards, we're retraining our mind to come back to safety after this betrayal with the Five of Swords and the Four of Swords. And maybe this is someone that may feel similar to you, that may have also gone through betrayals of their own. And maybe they're also learning to create that safe space within love, within their body, within trusting themselves, or vice versa, like maybe it's just you and they want to make you feel safe and take care of your heart, like that Drake song. But it feels very much like that type of energy of you two feeling like a safety net to each other, or you feeling like that to them, or them feeling like that to you, feeling like you're nurturing each other with the bird's nest, because the bird's nest kind of reminds me of a mama bear or dada bear. So this could be that type of person that is very nurturing, or you're very nurturing to them. Where it feels like maybe they're the mom of the friend group or the dad of the friend group, or that type of person that just likes to take care of those around them. I'm seeing Cancer energy. I'm seeing Leo energy. I'm seeing Aquarius energy. I'm seeing a lot of air energy, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm seeing also water energy, Pisces and Scorpio, and I mentioned Cancer. There is also a lot of Neptune and Jupiter energy here. So Neptune is Pisces, if I'm not mistaken, and Jupiter is Sagittarius, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just check and make sure. Oh, it's Sagittarius and Pisces, Jupiter, and it's exalted in Cancer. Okay, so cool energies here. With Neptune, there could also be someone dreamy, or someone that finds you dreamy, finds you to be that kind of dreamer, or they're a dreamer and they love to dream big and kind of like daydream, and they're just very ethereal and in those higher realms. So you could have someone very intuitive and very like mystical, very much in touch with their dreams, or loves to daydream. I'm hearing that song by Kali Uchis now. It's like something about dreams, and like every day she wants to stay in her dreams. So this could be a very mystical person that likes that dreamland more than the actual real reality, or that could be you. Okay, or like maybe this person likes that trait about you, keep that in mind. Or this could be someone very happy-go-lucky, very free-spirited with the Sun card. Very much like that type of person that wants to share joy everywhere. They could be that type of person that takes a lot of action towards where they want to be. There could be someone here that is a night owl, and there could be someone here that likes to wake up early in the morning. And I'm feeling there are a lot of people in the world, since there are a lot of beautiful stars in the sky, there are a lot of people in the world that may be like far from you, because I'm thinking about how stars are kind of far from each other sometimes, but they're looking towards you, and maybe they'd like to be around you because they see how bright you shine and it gives them a good feeling. There's also someone very lucky here with Jupiter energy. And someone very curious, kind of reminds me of Alice in Wonderland. There's also someone that is always expanding, always going towards what they depict as their dreams, their desires, their goals, what they perceive as their purpose or North Node energies. So we have the King of Wands, and we have the Queen of Wands. So definitely Leo energy showing up a lot with the Lion here and the Sun card, or fire energies too. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But this person could be someone. There could also be someone here that feels very similar to you, or someone that feels different but similar at the same time. Take it as it resonates. Because, I mean, we have the King and Queen of Wands. So there could also be someone here that feels like they're the exact mirror to you. Like, if this is someone from the opposite gender, they could feel like you are... Like, let's say they're a man, for example, and you're a woman. They could feel like you are the woman version of them. Or let's say you are a man and they're a woman, they could feel like you're the masculine version of them. Does that make sense? That may not resonate with everyone, but that's something I see here. Or they could feel like you two are just so similar that it feels almost like you two are mirroring something to each other. So I'm seeing someone or two people here that are maybe similar, if you don't feel similar to these people. Where I see a person that is very fiery, that is very much like ambitious. They love to take action. They're very courageous, very bold, and out there. These people could be, or this person could be someone that is very like expressive. I'm getting expressive, creative, bold, visionary, leadership qualities. Someone that is bright and warm and very funny, very charismatic. They can make you laugh. Natural born leader, natural born talents. This is what I'm seeing in this person or these people. And I'm seeing someone that has a lot of light. They see your light, they see you shine bright in your own way. And they're very curious towards that, but they shine brightly in a different way. And they celebrate that you can both shine brightly in your own ways. So before we end off, I want to quickly look at these two cards in the guidebook, the oracle cards, because I'm not familiar with it. I just want to look at the keywords to see if I'm not missing out on it. Because, like, this is my first time using it. And I keep feeling that energy of I'm learning to not keep my one eye open to check if anyone is going to betray me or hurt me. Learning to feel safe. Okay. So curiosity, apophyllite, Jupiter. Keywords, development, alignment, and experience. And firstly, it says sometimes like fears can block or close off us learning something new and understanding something new to us, something outside of our comfort zone. And it says here, like, without curiosity, you would remain complacent, halting your ever-looming expansion. Your soul, mind, and body yearn for new information and new experiences. Okay, so it says here something about Jupiter bringing knowledge, expansion, optimism, allowing you to see what's possible to achieve in your lifetime. So this could also be people that inspire you, okay, or are inspired by you and give you spiritual and mental expansion. I just heard a car hoot 3 times. That could be significant for someone. Maybe this person drives you around or hoots a lot in their car if you've ever driven with them. Like maybe very impatient, like, when are you gonna get ready? That kind of energy. And Jupiter is all about luck and good fortune. Yeah, that person keeps hooting. So someone could be impatient that enjoys spending time with you in your company. Then it talks about apophyllite. So it acts as a conductor for vibrations and energies because of its high water content. And being a conduit can correct imbalances in your energies and enhance psychic and clairvoyant abilities. So this could be someone that kind of balances you out and maybe enhances your clairvoyant abilities, or they could be someone very clairvoyant too. Okay, so let's check the next card. It says expansion, opal north node, honor, spiritual path, and true self. So it talks about experiencing growing pains and letting go of ego and attachments. And it says, if you cannot let go of these, you will not be able to make space to level up mentally, spiritual, emotionally, physically, and vibrationally. So I'm getting these could be even people that helped you on your journey, where like maybe they were just there for a season in your life. And they were just there to level you up and show you something different. And maybe people that even had certain soul contracts with you. I feel the energy of soul contracts with your pile where it's like, I'm going to hurt you and this pain is going to level you up and help you grow. So to add context, I'm not saying that any like trauma you went through was a soul contract. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm feeling more like small pains, like paper cuts on our hearts. So like Example, let's say someone says something to you that triggers a childhood memory, and it's not like they're intending to hurt you. Does that make sense? It's like something perceived as smaller, like a smaller pain or hurt. Okay. They also enjoy spending time with you, and they enjoy the time spent with you, even people with short time frames where you were together. So it talks about growing, evolving, and expanding, learning from past experiencing, and developing new skills. Okay, so this is what we're talking about, helping you gain your main purpose in life and further your soul's evolution. So this could also be people that help you on your path, that lead you towards your purpose. It talks about opals act as a mirror to your emotions, thoughts, and have a way of bringing up pent-up desires and emotions to the surface to be dealt with. So this could be people like this in your life or a person like this. It can be your portal key to the North Node and lead you to authentic path of expansion. Okay, so this is all I have for you, my pile number ones. I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number twos. If you chose this Golden Cat's Eye Heart and the Chrysalis Tarot, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at who loves being around you and in your company. So it started raining when I did your pile, and I had to take like a short 5-minute break in between pile one and this one, because like I was having problems with my eye burning, and I don't know, it's been burning all day in all 2 videos that I've been making for some reason. Like, I don't know what it's about. But there was an energy here of like having to take a break. So maybe this could be someone, the first person maybe showing up. There could be multiple people showing up in your reading, by the way. Just take it as it resonates. If it makes you think of different people in your life, then just take it as that. Or one specific significant person could show up a lot if they're the one that enjoys you the most. So there's an energy of setbacks, delays, taking a break from this person. So this could be someone like you need to take frequent breaks from, because maybe like the energy between you two is just too much or too intense. And I'm feeling, since it's raining, it could be a connection in your life that's showing up first, like where it was kind of painful. It did bring in a lot of emotions, like a lot of heavy emotions, maybe a release. So maybe this person triggers you a lot, or they bring a release of your emotions, or maybe this person actually hurt you a lot. But they still enjoyed spending time with you if they're not in your life, or they still do enjoy spending time with you if they're still in your life. But since you chose the butterfly here, there's an energy of transformation. And when I picked up your deck, this card fell down, the 3 of Scrolls, which I think is the 3 of Swords. I need to just check the guidebook to make sure. But here we see a tear coming out of its eye. The spider just fell. So I use press stick to, let's just do that. But spiders represent the energy of creation. Since the spider fell, because the spider creates its own web, this could have been someone you fell away from for some of you. Or maybe like spiders also represent home, because spiders create its own web. It could be someone you shared a home with, or someone that felt like home, but maybe you had to move away from and create something different elsewhere. With the fox, I'm also getting maybe someone that was a little bit cunning, that broke your heart, but brought transformation your way. Since we have Psyche, the world, here at the back of the deck when I shuffled for pile 2. And Psyche is the goddess of the soul, and she's the butterfly goddess. And she was depicted as a very beautiful mortal woman. She's a goddess of the soul. So she was first a mortal woman, and then she turned into the butterfly goddess. So there's an energy here of transformation. This experience may have been painful, but it brought transformation to your soul. And there's a lot of endings of cycles here, energies of cycles and ending cycles. So we're going to first take a look at your oracle cards, and then we're going to pull the tarot cards that you chose. So I'm hearing that song by Frank Ocean that's like, I've been thinking about you. So maybe this person is thinking about you a lot. And I'm hearing that part where it's like a tornado flew around my room before you came. So this person could have brought in a lot of destruction, but it created something new. It created a transformation within you, and I'm feeling the throat chakra energies. So maybe you transformed in your throat chakra and feeling like you can speak up for yourself more, speak your truth. And now my left hand is tingling, so the left hand is all about receptivity, receiving something. So you received a lot of transformation from this experience. So we're going to be using the Astral Realms Oracle deck. I just want to get one card. And there's also an energy here of FOMO and missing out. Tiana from the Princess and the Frog, when she couldn't necessarily go out with her friends and party and have fun because she had to create well, she didn't have to, but she wanted to create the restaurant of her own. So these could also be a person or people that felt like they missed you while they were having fun, because maybe you were missing out because you had to focus on your own creations and transforming your own life, that you couldn't necessarily participate in something you wanted to do with them. So, like, let's say friends where, let's say they're going out and doing fun things, but maybe you have to work, or maybe there's an energy here of like, you first going a little bit like hermit mode to go within and heal your soul and transform your soul, and them like missing you, like your close support system. So I'm picking up on that. For your pile, I feel multiple energies, but let's just see when we get your cards, because for all of you, it could mean something different. So who loves being around my pile number 2s in their company? Who loves being around them in their company? We're just going to get one. So we have Rose Quartz with Venus and Empathy. Card number 14. I keep hearing that. I've been thinking about you. Ooh, na, na, na. Okay, at the back of the deck, we have Fluorite with Introspection and Asterion. I don't know what that means, but introspection, that's what we spoke about. Like, fluorite is also a crystal of focus, like focusing within, focusing on something you need to do. Or this could be someone that is very focused, like where, let's say you're having fun and going out and enjoying something, but maybe they can't necessarily, but they want to, but they're focusing on something important to them. Take it as it resonates. So, since we have Venus energy here, this could be your energy and like what they love about you, why they love spending time with you. You could be someone very much in your heart space, or this could be someone else's energy. Okay, so Venus energy, they could have prominent Venus in their birth chart, or they could have prominent Taurus or Libra signs for some of you. So, spirit guides on my pile number 2s. Who loves spending time around them and being with them in their company? So, the first card, Psyche, the world, interesting confirmation. We have the 6 of Stones. You know what I'm going to do? I need to check the guidebook and check if this is Pentacles. I'm pretty sure it is, but I want to make sure what the suits' names are, because I haven't used this deck before. It's a new deck. Even this one's new. So I'm excited to use it with you today. Okay, so the suit of Stones is Pentacles, yes. So Mirrors is Cups. Spirals is Wands. And Scrolls is Swords. Okay. So I guess these two wanted to come out. We have the Pilgrim with the Page of Scrolls, which is the Page of Swords. Felt something in my ribs now. And to me, ribs always represents family, family tree. So for some of you, these could be family members. We see an actual tree here. Don't ask me how I know, because I always have a specific language with spirits, and every reader has a different language with their spirit guides, depending on their gifts and how they get their information, just like how we have inside jokes with our friends. So ribs to me usually represents family. We have the visionary with the Knight of Scrolls, the Knight of Swords. So the flower moved a little bit. This could be also someone that created some kind of movement or change or growth in your life, okay? I just heard velvet. This person could like to wear velvet textures or could like to wear the types of clothes that really feel good on them, that feel good quality, that feel very much like, yeah, it is that Libra Taurus energy, like enjoying aesthetics or enjoying, sometimes material things like clothes that feel good on us and make us feel good. Something along those lines, or could like fashion, could like to buy things that are of good quality, like furniture or things in their home. Could like to buy food that is maybe like of more of an expensive taste. This person could like luxury in some way. So spirit guides on my pile number 2s. Who enjoys spending time with them in their company? We have the 5 of Spirals. 5 of Wands, I think. We have the Divine Child, which is the Hierophant. Here we see butterflies again. The butterfly symbolism may be significant. I would suggest Googling it. You may find some information there. We have the 8 of Spirals, which is the 8 of Wands, I think. We have the Sojourner, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, with the King of Mirrors, King of Cups. We have the Acrobat with the Page of Pentacles. Who enjoys spending time with them? Who enjoys their company? We have the 5 of Mirrors, which is the 5 of Cups. We have the Hunter with the Chariot. And one last card is the Lovers. At the back of the deck, we have the 3 of Spirals, which is the 3 of Wands, I think. What's confusing about this is it shows like a tree, which was confusing for me. So my pile number 2s, what I feel from your pile. Let's start off with the rose quartz in the middle. I feel either this is your energy or we're talking about a person that likes being around you. Okay, so Venus energy is all about love. And we have the Lovers here. So it could also represent your connection to this person with a lot of love shared between the two of you, regardless of if it's romantic, platonic, whoever comes to mind. Like there is a lot of love shared here in this connection. Or this person or you embody a lot of the energy of love, but also beauty and aesthetic. So either this person, if you are this Venus energy, this rose quartz energy, you could also be someone very good looking to look at. And that's the cherry on top to like enjoying spending time with you. Because I don't know, like if you ever spend time with a person and they're so good looking, that it's just even more fun. It feels like a cherry on top. Like I can certainly say that about my lover. But yeah, or, this person could be a person that you consider very good looking and very aesthetically pleasing to the eye, or they like aesthetics or beauty or art, something to do with that. Either you or this person are very dreamy with the clouds here in the background, very dreamy coming through. And since we have the pearls on the shells, I feel like there is an energy here of finding something beautiful within that. Like pearls sometimes remind me of the energy of fertility, and then also the spider moved. So there is an energy of fertility here, or the energy of creation, creating something together. So maybe this person could be very creative, or it could feel like you're kind of creating something together, in a sense, because we have two pearls here. Some of you could have actually created a child with this person, or a project or something, because this child is even holding on to something like we used to paint. And the child is also in a seashell, and here we see the seashell here. So there's something about either you or this person having some kind of protective shell around you, to protect you or protect your heart, protect what is the most valuable and beautiful thing you both have, or one of you have, because I feel like one of you or both of you have a heart of gold, which is why you were drawn to this crystal, if you were drawn to the crystal. But I feel like with this connection, it feels like sort of like we can open up because these shells are open. We can open up and open up our hearts to each other and this dreaminess and this love and the beautiful time spent with each other. It feels like you two fill up each other's cup, and either they find you very dreamy or you find them very dreamy, or both. And either you are a very empathetic and nurturing and just loving individual overall, and maybe that's why they like to spend time with you, or they are that type of person. So I see either someone or you being very connected to nature, being very connected and loving the animals on earth. And if you're that person, maybe they like that quality about you and that's why they like spending time with you. And if they're that person, then that's just confirmation that they like spending time with you. This person feels like a person that has their inner child with them. They feel like the type of person that brings in a lot of fun into the room or into whatever you two are doing whenever you two are spending time together. It feels like they're bringing in a lot of fun, a lot of joy, a lot of this feeling of looking at life through color, looking at life through the perspective of a childlike wonder. Okay, this person could bring you a very reminiscent energy or remind you of your childhood or something along those lines. Or it's like both of your inner childs feel safe to come out with each other, and it's like we don't have to have that shell to necessarily protect us. I love that symbology is coming through, because one of my favorite readers, Lexi the Leo, always talks about like how we have a shell to protect us metaphorically. So maybe some of you watch her. Not all of you, but maybe some of you, or maybe some of you would really enjoy her channel. She's definitely one of my favorite readers. And with Psyche here, either this person is very much like advanced, like they've evolved and transformed in their own way, or you two evolve and transform each other in the most beautiful way. So I'm seeing this person think you have such a beautiful soul, or this person have such a soulful energy themselves. A very colorful energy, either you or this person, or you bring out the color in each other. With family here, this could be a family member, or with the tree here, like you could create a family line together in this lifetime if this is a romantic love. It's a possibility, or you could have already. Because these kind of remind me of pictures on the wall, like the pictures on the wall we have with our family. With the hunter, I feel like this person is someone, whoever enjoys spending time with you, they're someone very ambitious. They want to hunt and go towards their dreams with swift action, with swift energies towards change. With the butterfly here on Psyche and all the butterfly symbols, maybe there's someone that wants to experience big changes in their life, or wants to kind of hunt and swiftly move towards what they want in love, what they love in love, and what they love in their life. There could be someone with this big spark of ambition, of, this type of energy of, I want to move towards this and create this within my own life. This could be someone that loves change, or is very flexible towards changes happening in their life with the acrobat. Or they could be someone very flexible themselves, or, like dancing, like to move around their body, or could like to actually like be a very active person and move around a lot, either physically or like traveling or something, or they could like to move their body a lot. They could be a very active person. But I do get the vibe of travel for some of you with the chariots even. So that is coming through here. I'm seeing someone that is a little bit mysterious, and I'm seeing another person that like could be a little bit secretive, or they seem secretive, or they are secretive, just depending on who's watching. For some of you, if they aren't secretive, they're just someone that's a little bit more quiet, where they seem secretive, but I guess if you were to ask them questions, they would tell you about it. Okay. This could also be someone very youthful. They could look younger than their age, or they could age like fine wine. Or something like that. Or they could be younger than you for some of you, not all of you. But I feel here with the energies, there is a lot of love here that this person has for you, which is why they do like spending time with you. They're seen as a visionary. They're seen as someone that can really go towards their dreams and goals. And even with the dragon on the 5 of Wands, they could be someone very fiery and passionate, like they want to move towards their dreams and goals in a very powerful way. And it's like they want to move towards it swiftly. This could be someone that could be seen as a little bit impulsive or a little bit fast. Like they could be a fast talker, or they could move fastly, or they could think fastly, something like that. Something about this person operating on more of a fast level, like a fiery level, if that makes sense. I'm getting someone that maybe likes to run, or someone that, likes things to come in very quickly. I'm not getting impatient for all of you, but more so like, I like things to happen quickly. I like things to be done quickly, that type of energy. This person could also have a lot of leadership qualities and skills, and could be very powerful in their own way, in their potential, if they were really to not try to compete with others with the 5 of Wands, but more so compete with themselves and move towards this energy where they are envisioning their goal and dreaming big and really going towards that. This could also be someone that is very grounded. I'm seeing someone very grounded in this reality, someone that is always ever growing like a tree, or they know how to keep themselves rooted in a way that allows growth to happen, even if it's in a slow way. So this could be a different energy I'm picking up on, because I spoke about someone being very fast before, like liking things being done fast, but I'm seeing another energy here where they don't mind taking it slow and steady. They don't mind having the growth come in slowly. Or this could be the same person where maybe they're learning to accept change that comes in a little bit slower, because maybe they're learning that good things take time, and that when we really water something we love, it will grow just like a tree, but we have to be patient and allow it to grow. So there's something about that coming through. This person could be like a person with a growth mindset, since we have so much butterfly symbolism and this tree symbolism, like very rooted in themselves. Like this person, if you try to maybe project onto them, I feel like they're very outspoken in that sense, or they have learned to become more outspoken to, not let like people tell them, okay, this is what you need to do, or I think this is what you need to do. Like this person's very headstrong in that sense, and there's someone also very independent. They could have a lot of different traits and qualities to them that come out in different phases of their life, or different things they're going through, or different people they're with. So this person could have like a very multidimensional personality where they have many different colors to them, like a rainbow, where they have many different sides of them to show, not in a two-faced way, but in a way of, I have many different sides to me. I can be this and that at the same time. I'm hearing the word impressive. This person's very impressive, or they're impressed by you. This person could also be very protective and empathetic towards those they love, and they didn't necessarily have an easy life journey. They really had to fight for what they believe in, or fight for what they want, but they have grown through that. They've grown through the pain. They've learned to accept that and, bloom within themselves. The lotus flower could be significant here. Yeah, like they could have experienced a lot of pain or disappointments that transformed them in some way, or this person maybe, for some of you, disappointed you that it transformed you. Take it as it resonates. So I think this is kind of like what I'm getting here. This is like all I'm getting here. Let me just look in the guidebook and see if I'm missing anything for these tarot cards, because these tarot cards are kind of new with me. Like, I just unboxed them today, so just bear with me, pal, too, please. I just want to see if there's anything else like the guidebook has about these symbols and things. Okay, I'm reading over Psyche, and I said all of that they say here. The 5 of Spirals, let's see. So it says, keyword shadow, a mighty dragon hurls the conflicting energies of fiery spirals deep into the crevices of your subconscious mind. These fireballs cast shadows representing feelings of resentment, unhealthy desires, and self-centeredness or greed. So I'm also feeling another energy that could be like that, or they could be learning to defeat that within their own life. Like almost like, since they're such a visionary, if it's the same energy, they could learn to defeat that within this lifetime and could be learning lessons surrounding that. So, or it could be a completely different energy. It says here, the 12-petal lotus mandala depicted on the dragon's wing provides an inviting focal point for contemplation. The 5 of Spirals in your reading asks you to shine the light of conscious awareness on your own shadows and subdue them. Struggles customarily associated with this card are interior conflicts. With effort and diligence, you'll vanquish any dragons that haunt you. So maybe this person could, for some of you, like bring the shadows out of both of you. Like maybe you bring the shadows out of them and they bring the shadows out of you, and eventually shine the light on each other and bring healing to that. Or this person could be kind of like fighting their own demons, metaphorically, fighting their own internal conflicts of like who they don't want to be and who they eventually choose to create themselves into, in a sense of, I'd rather transform into this and become this and grow into this, and not have this tree where it's giving bad apples. So let's look at the 8 of Spirals. A red stag leaps majestically through the dense thicket surrounding his magical forest. Keyword answers. A hunter's moon tells you his instincts and intuition are piqued, I don't know how to say that word, to their highest vibration. The 8 of Spirals is about swift progress and receipt of long-sought answers, symbolized by shooting stars. Okay, so this could be someone that maybe has like more of a magical side to them, like very intuitive, and the instincts are always on point, and they're, someone that brings progress into your life or into their own life, and dreams big, shooting stars, dreams bigs, go towards those shooting stars. So the Six of Stones, keyword caritas, I don't know what that means. Six talismans carved from beryl gemstones swing from the tree of life. The green ones are emeralds, the gold ones are called heliodors, or the gifts of the sun. Okay. This card is about giving and receiving. The green and gold talismans symbolize caritas, charity of love for others and charity for love for itself. The tree of life's interwoven energy flows upwards from its roots to nurture personal growth and self-understanding. So this could be someone very generous with a heart of gold, or they could enjoy your heart of gold, which is why they like spending time with you. And it feels like you two are flowing towards each other, towards growth, okay? Let's look at the Five of Mirrors. So we have a lot of actually like major arcanas in your cards, and a lot of these archetypal energies as well. So the Five of Mirrors, keyword forgiveness. This card is about overcoming disenchantment and gaining healing through forgiveness. In your reading, the Five of Mirrors may signify a broken romance or some difficult emotional upheaval that needs to be set right. So it could also be someone you're learning to forgive, someone that, hurt you in some way, or a broken relationship that was in your past that could also enjoy, spending time with you. So the lovers is showing unity, oneness, and a marriage ceremony besides the tree of life with all the animals. So this could be someone that is really committed to you. Let's just see the other cards. So the hunter is focus and divine assistance. This could also be someone that connects to their own higher consciousness and has willpower to overcome obstacles. Like, I'm really getting this energy of transformation throughout your reading. Like, this person could either go towards their full potential with you, or you could bring each other to the light and each other to each other's potentials. So the visionary, I think that is self-explanatory, the visionary. But it says here, he helps you acquire patience as you await good things from beyond new horizons. So this could be someone that really thinks big, has that type of energy where they think of abundant possibilities. The pilgrim. So it says here, the pilgrim's true journey is interior self-discovery. So this could also be someone that is very interested in gaining self-discovery and understanding themselves on a deeper level, which is a really good thing. Or they could enjoy you if you're someone like that does that. So the acrobat, she'll inspire you to rise above your troubles and vault up a fresh new reality. This card is about gaining perspective. So this person may show you a different perspective where you kind of like stretch towards something new. Stretch your mind a little bit, if that makes sense. And the sojourner. It's one of the most interesting individuals you will encounter. He's good-natured, emotionally balanced, and filled with wisdom and empathy. So those are the traits I see in terms of who enjoys spending time with you and being around you. And if I mention some traits that represent you, then that could be why they like spending time with you. So I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number threes. If you chose this Goldstone crystal and the Crystal Magic Tarot, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at who enjoys spending time around you, who enjoys and loves your company, okay? So we're first going to go ahead and pull one card from an oracle deck, and then we're going to use the tarot deck that you chose. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. And please also note multiple people could come through, or one specific person, just depending on like who's watching and what energy shows up the most. So the card that was at the back of the deck when I shuffled is the Queen of Swords with Black Diamond. So this card is very beautiful. Could be someone very outspoken or learning to speak their truth more. Someone that like is very chatty, loves to speak, has, a brilliant mind. Could be an air sign for some of you. Or they could definitely be learning to speak their truth more, because I feel the throat chakra energies and a release there for some of you. So this person hasn't always been someone that maybe says no or sets boundaries. It's kind of a little bit hard for them. It takes some courage and strength for some of you, but this person is learning, or this is you if you relate to that. So, who enjoys spending time with my pile number 3s? Who enjoys and loves being around them in their company? So, you have the card Moonstone with the crown chakra and transcendence. And at the back of the deck, we have pink amethyst with divine love, soul star chakra. So, what I'm getting with the soul star chakra and crown chakra, you have a very like intuitive connection with this person that kind of feels like divine love, that kind of feels like it takes us to another realm or another world, or it feels very telepathic in some way. Like maybe this person is someone very intuitive or very mystical, since you chose the Crystal Magic Tarot. Or they could be someone very in touch with their own intuition, or that's you, and that's something they love about you and being around you. Maybe they feel like they learn from you to be more like that. Like, maybe they learn spiritual things from you, from your conversations together. Like, if you like to have deep conversations, they could find it enlightening in some way, and it could find, like, they could open up to that more mystical side of them that they never knew was there yet. So, the throat chakra energies are very heavy in this pile because I keep feeling like coughing, and it's like very strong, where my throat feels sensitive in this reading, releasing a lot in terms of the throat chakra. So bear with me when I try to speak with your reading. If I cut the reading or make it a little bit shorter, sorry about that. I just want to make sure like I'm okay during the reading, because I keep feeling like coughing every time I talk to you. So Spirit Guides of pile 3. You know when there's a feeling of like a tickle in your throat and you're like trying to speak and it's so uncomfortable? That's what it feels like. Maybe this person has a fear of speaking up or expressing themselves or being themselves in the world, Who enjoys and loves spending time around them in their company? So we have the Two of Wands showing up first with Celestite, which is another, very intuitive, very like celestial type of crystal. We have the Nine of Swords with Black Onyx. So this person could deal with a lot of maybe social anxiety or something like that, or anxiety surrounding being themselves in the world, or showing that more mystical side of themselves to the world. Or this could be you, and like maybe this person feels they like this about you and you shouldn't hide that about you, so just take it as it resonates. We have the Nine of Coins, which is the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Coins, which is the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Three of Wands with the Aura Quartz and the Sulfur Bloodstone, if I didn't mention it. So, Spirit Guides of pile 3. We have the Eight of Swords with Sunstone. Who enjoys being around them, spending time with them? We have the Six of Coins, Six of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Swords with the Black Diamond. We have the Knight of Swords with Copper. the Page of Swords with Desert Rose. We have the Page of Cups with Vera Cruz Amethyst. I'll fix these cards in a bit. And we have the Three of Cups with Garnet. These cards are a little bit bent when I got them in the mail because like I ordered them online, but for some reason they came like really bent. So today is like my first day of using them. So I tried to organize your cards, but they don't lay flat, so sorry about that if it looks a little bit messy. At the back of the deck, we have the Six of Wands with blue topaz. So since we chose the crystal deck, you know how crystals bring in healing into our life? They bring us maybe an energy we don't necessarily know that we need, but we benefit from it in some way. So you or this person could bring in a different type of energy to each other where it benefits both of you in some way. You learn from each other and you grow from each other, and you learn to kind of take that person's energy and let it heal you. You know, receive that healing. With the Six of Pentacles, it feels like, you know, we're being very generous towards each other. It feels like we're giving and receiving, but we're also receiving healing from each other and our connection. So this feels like a very like celestial, intuitive connection. You know, you could be the very mystical person and this person could not be, or they could be, or they could be the type of person that, like I said, they have a little bit of a fear. They could have a little bit of a fear of speaking up or of expressing themselves in the world or expressing their true self in the world, because I feel this person has a very beautiful personality. I mean, we have the diamond here, you know, with the Queen of Swords. So they have a very beautiful personality. And I feel like there's someone that really has like this type of energy to them where maybe they don't see the diamonds within them. You know, maybe they don't see that within them like other people do. Or maybe this is you, I don't know. Or maybe both of you, take it as it resonates. But I feel this person deals with a lot of inner turmoil, I'm hearing, inner anxieties surrounding like being themselves and expressing themselves and speaking even. Like this person could have had certain insecurities from people telling them things like, oh, things like, you can't say that in public, you can't act like that in public, you can't dress that way because it's like this. They could have had a lot of judgmental or critical people surrounding them in their younger formative years. Or they could have been that person that has seen others be critical towards themselves and learned that to be that towards themselves. Because I feel like with the Sunstone and the dried up and dyed flower in the Nine of Swords, Sunstone brings in this like very happy, vibrant energy. But here we see this person feeling stuck. So I feel like this person's someone very happy-go-lucky, very vibrant, very free-spirited, since she even has, you know, tattoos on her body. So I feel like this person is very free-spirited and very like fiery and like airy in some way, where like they're meant to be a little bit more free and flowy, and they're meant to be a little bit more fiery, where they follow those passions, where they're allowing themselves to express themselves and to just flow with it and not necessarily judge themselves, but just be themselves. Tattoos could be significant for some of you because this lady also has tattoos on her. And I feel like this person's meant to express themselves. And if this is you, then maybe this is what this person loves about you, like that you're maybe learning to express your. I feel like this person is someone very fun to be around. They're someone like a very happy-go-lucky person. They could be very vibrant in their personality. like that type of person that just spreads sunshine and joy wherever they go. But they're also someone that really stands out. There may be someone with a lot of creativity within them waiting to come out. There could be someone like a dreamer, someone like a visionary, that really wants to maybe use creative abilities to help them get further along in life. I feel like this is someone that can really look forward towards the future and have a certain goal in their mind and let that goal come towards them from maybe the divine, but maybe they're not aware of that. But like they have many options in front of them of a path they can take, but it's like I'm going to choose the path where I can really follow my heart and follow my dreams and follow my ambition with the Knight of Swords. I feel like this person may have stifled that sunshine energy within them. They have it within them, but they may have stifled it. Like, I'm feeling an energy of maybe someone laughing and a teacher telling them they're not allowed to laugh. They're laughing too loud. Or someone like speaking and getting excited, and then the other person telling them, like, like making them feel small for getting excited about something. Or like maybe they were a very active child. Like maybe they were always moving around and like a very active, busy child. I'm thinking of like when I look at this dog, how like dogs like to run around and be very active. And the Knight of Swords is also a very active energy. But it feels like someone constantly stifled them and said, no, you can't be like this jittery. Like they always called them jittery or anxious or too much. And the truth is this person's not too much. Not at all. They're a free spirit and they're meant to be this fiery, visionary dreamer, this person that spreads joy everywhere they go. They're meant to be someone that really has that happiness, that joy, that expresses themselves, that follows their ambition, follows their creativity, maybe has more of a multi-dimensional side to them, different interests, different ideas, different things they want to try. But maybe that's who they were meant to be in this lifetime, but it kind of feels like that's the part of their personality that they stifled a little bit to feel safe in the world. And I feel like this is someone where maybe they like to express themselves through different things. They could be creative. They could like to express themselves through fashion, through clothes, through their voice. They could be someone that likes to joke around and could be very funny or very charismatic or very like outgoing and bubbly in their personality, but maybe that part of them has been stifled. I'm also seeing makeup and like someone that likes to decorate things or use creativity in some type of way. Someone that's kind of like a dreamer. I'm really getting that energy, and it's like this internal battle of like, should I be this or should I be that? I'm even seeing someone that's like a little bit of a foodie. They like food. They like to try out different foods. This person feels very powerful in some way, but they may not always see their own power. But I feel like that's gonna be something seen within them when they reach a level of success within this lifetime, because I feel with the Nine of Pentacles and the Three of Wands, in the future they're gonna use these visionary and dreamer skills to really get them further in life, to really get them towards their goals and dreams and wishes and where they want to be. And I feel like with the Six of Pentacles, they're going to put in a lot of time and effort and energy towards learning with the Page of Swords, towards growing, towards going towards it with an open mind and not necessarily seeing their power yet, because it's like, I see it almost like they're not meant to yet. They're not meant to. They're meant to first go on this journey, understand themselves a little bit better, go on a journey of self-discovery. they may see little bits and pieces and snippets of it along the way, like rewards from spirit, if that makes sense. And I don't mean this in a bad way. Let me explain what I see. It's like I see this person first needing to learn and grow, and first needing to put effort and plant seeds towards their dreams and their goals and their ambitions and their desires. But in order to get those many options available to them, Spirit is saying that in order for them to get there, maybe they need to go on a little bit of a journey of their own. Spirit, how do I put this in words? Because I'm seeing it, but I don't want to sound insensitive when I say this. Okay, so Spirit is showing me a tree, right? And we've planted this tree. Like, we first need to allow this tree to grow. And we have a specific vision for this tree. This tree has a specific purpose, yet it doesn't know its purpose yet because it still needs to grow first. It still needs to be watered first. It still needs to be rooted in the ground and at that stable place where it can reach its purpose. And its purpose is maybe going to be this beautiful tree, but then we're going to build a tree house on top of this tree, right? But this tree doesn't know that. This is our intention from the start. This is Spirit's intention for this person from the start, right? But this person doesn't necessarily know that they're going to reach their purpose or reach, this big success within this lifetime and this big powerful energy in this lifetime. Just like the tree doesn't necessarily know it's going to be having a purpose of a tree house, right? But it's not like we're cutting the tree down. It's like we're putting the tree house next to this tree, on top of this tree. And once this tree has grown to its full capacity, we're now going to create this tree house. And now this tree gets to see what type of purpose we want it for from the beginning. And I feel like this person may go on a little bit of a journey to finding themselves, to healing their worries, their inner turmoils, to learning to express themselves little by little, to learning to use that sacral chakra energy to create in their lifetime, to create their dreams come true. And it's like we seeing our power and our purpose unfold little by little, but we're putting in the effort and work to it and learning and growing as we go towards that. Because if we see just like if we see a movie, for example, Spirit is showing me, like if we see the ending to the movie before we see the actual series of events unfold, it's going to feel a little bit boring. It's going to feel like, okay, we already know what's the ending, so what's the point? Does that make sense? So it feels like there are twists and turns in this person's journey, but it's all leading towards this person's growth and greater good. But with the Two of Wands next to the Nine of Swords and Nine of Coins, there's a lot of free will that goes into this person's lifetime. They either get to choose between letting their fears, Spirit is showing me like those, what is that sand like that drowns you? What is it called again? They can either choose to drown within the anxieties, or they can choose to move towards creating and planting something else, and not choosing to live in fear, but choosing to transcend that fear and choosing to pay attention to something else within their mind. Like, I know it's easier said than done because I myself deal with anxiety, and I think I may relate to whoever we're talking about's energy. Like, I'm even learning from this reading, but Spirit is saying it in a very straightforward way. Like, we can either choose to let this fear keep us stuck in one place, or we can choose to let this fear be our motivator to guide us to move forward. Just like, when I started this YouTube channel, I was so fearful. Even sometimes when I make videos, I still feel anxiety, about putting myself out there in that way. But if I just let that fear keep me stuck, I wouldn't have even gotten where I am today. You get what I mean? It's like where we choose to put our focus in our mind. And I feel like this person is going to choose the other journey of like following their dreams, following their wishes, seeing how much they shine, seeing how much of a light they are to others, seeing how much they really have this huge purpose to fulfill. And I feel like this is someone also very fun to be around with the Three of Cups. This is someone you'd enjoy celebrating with. This could be a friend, or this could be just someone you enjoy spending time with a lot. It always feels like a celebration around them. But I feel with the Page of Swords, they're learning to be themselves more in the world and learning to see that the way they glow and the way they shine shouldn't be stepped on, shouldn't be diminished, shouldn't be made small. You know, like the sun shines brightly, but just because we can't look at the sun for too long because it's too bright that it can hurt our eyes, doesn't mean that the sun should shine any less brighter. Doesn't mean that the sun should hide away and make itself diminished or small to be taken by us humans. But we can look at the sun and appreciate it because it gives us light. It shines for us, you know, but we also can't maybe look at it for too long. Same with this person. They shine so bright that, you know, some people in their life, they may lose some people in their life that are intimidated by them or want to be in competition with them. You know what I mean? So I feel like this person has a little bit of a journey, whoever this is. I feel one energy, only one energy. It's a journey of transcendence. Before we end off here, this is all I see, but I just want to look at these crystal meanings. Just bear with me because I'm not familiar with them. It's my first day of using this deck, so I still need to learn all these crystal meanings. So just let's look at it briefly. I'm not going to take too much of your time. So, rainbow aura quartz in the Three of Wands and opal ore quartz are both natural clear quartz that has been synthetically bonded with gold or platinum to create shimmery metallic reflections on its surface. You see, this person was maybe once something. They're being combined with whatever happens on their journey in Earth to make them even more shimmery. So that's what I'm going to take from that message. It says here, it's a reminder to not take life too seriously. It represents creativity and the wonders of nature, playful, magical, and vibrant. So that's to describe this person, whoever enjoys spending time with you and being around you. Now let's look at the next one. Budstone. I thought that was bloodstone. Budstone, also known as African jade, is a super grounding and practical stone. It promotes self-sufficiency and self-belief, helping you deal with everyday practicalities. It also encourages patience. So either this person embodies these traits or qualities, or they're learning to become more like this. Okay, Two of Wands. Let's see. My guidebook open to the lovers. So for some of you, this is someone you love dearly or a love interest. So Celestite in the Two of Wands brings feeling of calm and clarity, and it helps us make difficult decisions. So this person could be someone that feels like you sort of bring them calm and clarity or something along those lines. Black onyx in the Nine of Swords. It protects the wearer from negative energy, defends against people who are manipulative, critical, or argumentative, and helps to relieve fear. So that makes me feel like maybe this person is someone that, although they experience this anxiety within their own life, they're very protective over those they love. And they like to defend the people they love to the max, even if they're not very outspoken to people that they feel they should speak up to. When it comes to the people they love, they're very much of an advocate for that. And I feel like they're very much there for and compassionate and loving towards those that do feel anxiety within their life, like those that do feel anxiety, like those they love. Okay, Eight of Swords with Sunstone. So it says here Sunstone is a force of positivity and optimism. It's also sparkly, so we still see those energies. I didn't know why I was drawn to this, but we see why now. So let's see Sulfur with the Seven of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. So I opened it and it just went right to the Seven of Pentacles. So cool. So it says here, it's not so much of a stone as a pure element that has a natural crystalline form. It may smell weird, but it has powers. It was made in volcanoes, so it's the perfect kind of crystal for helping to make an abrupt change. So this could be someone that brings change into your life, or you bring change into their life and help them, create abrupt change in their life. Or they're learning to accept change and not be fearful of it. So garnet is a crystal of passion, success, and manifestation. This person could be very passionate, could create a lot of manifestations within this lifetime. Page of Swords with Desert Rose. So it says it aids focus and brings clarity to overwhelm. So that energy comes up again. This person could be very focused or is learning to become that. So the Six of Coins with yellow topaz, it teaches you to do the right thing, be generous, kind, and noble. That's something that keeps coming up. A very generous person, very loving person. The Queen of Swords with the black diamond. Diamonds are the hardest and most durable of all stones. And remember, also, like, a diamond is made out of pressure. So this person's lifetime isn't necessarily easy, but they are a diamond in the making. It says they will scratch other crystals easily and are often used in the industry for cutting gemstones. These qualities, as the Queen of Swords knows, can be advantageous, but if that's not all you are, thankfully, as well as being tough, black diamonds encourage commitment and integrity and have a heart of mystical power that radiates loving, optimistic vibes that will help you stay focused and clear even when under pressure. So there's so many crystals here about staying focused and clear even under pressure. Okay, so the Knight of Swords with the copper. When you need upper metal up, copper is superconductive, which means it allows energy to flow through it easily, and so it is the element of action and amplification, perfect for manifestation. So we see a repeat of energies here through different cards. Similar like meanings through the different cards. Let's just get the last one and then we'll end off with you. But this was a very beautiful reading. I kind of struggled a little bit. You won't hear it in the reading, like where I was coughing in between, but oh well. I feel like I learned from this pile a different perspective. So it says here, Veracruz comes from Mexico, or there's a specific mine in Mexico and has an especially high vibration that's perfect for manifestation and making wishes. So repeat of this energy. This person could be someone that, is into manifestation or could manifest a lot within this lifetime. You get what I mean? So yeah, this is what I see in your reading. This is who enjoys being around you and spending time with you in your presence, in your company. So I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye!